Well, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a quick minute, so I woke up that day, right? And I wrote in my journal, then I proceeded to write a voiceover for the video that I was going to put out that day. I think it was how I get things done as a procrastinator, which is already up. Go and check it out if you haven't. So I was editing the video. This is how I do it. I edit. Sometimes I use my laptop, sometimes I use my phone. That time I was using my phone because we have no electricity. Again, I live in Nigeria. Electricity is a luxury to which we don't get a lot of. One thing about me is that you should know I detest making the bed. Okay, so I knew I had to get out of the way. So whenever I want to fix up my room, that is the first thing that I get out of the way. So now that it's done, I have to give myself a good kudos. Focus on me. Focus. You can do it. You can do it. Today is YouTube virtual dinner, and I'm excited. So I just want to finish up some of my chores and put it on YouTube right now as well. So yeah, after giving me that tidbit of information that I probably don't need, I found a way to situate you guys and decided to clean my room because you know what? There are two things that happen when it rains. Especially if you're in Sokoto, there's a lot of dust that comes in, that everywhere becomes so dusty, and there is sand like you saw previously, and then there is no electricity at all. Well, see, there's one thing Nigerian fears, and that is having electricity whilst it rains, because we never see it, so it's almost bizarre to us, right? We are in such an abusive relationship in Nigeria, and that is how it has always been. We pray for betterment of Nigeria. We don't see it happen, but we pray. Somebody now sent me a message, I think it's my sister. She said she doesn't want me to continue mentioning how much of a dumbass she is on my YouTube videos, to which I ignored and proceeded to reading my book. I then continued reading my book, and I decided to finish it up that day. And then I think that would be the time that... Oh yeah, I get a cup of coffee. Beautiful. That is my first cup of coffee, by the way, after finishing eating. So I continued to read my book because I love it so much. El Nathan is a great writer. Yes, a wonderful Sunday morning. This is how it usually goes if you take out the clean up part, because that I definitely have to meditate over, pray over, and then ask guidance before I then go ahead, because I hate doing chores. Then I get a call and I stood up to go and get my food for the virtual dinner tonight. And YouTube sent me this. Like, I just got the delivery right now. Haven't opened it. Let me open it. I then decided to be a YouTuber for a minute, literally waste your time by telling you what I was going to, then proceed to doing it and be very redundant. Like I said, we're going to have a blast eating this food later today. So, let me show you in a better lighting the food. I have to hand it to the YouTube people. Honestly, they did an amazing job. They sent us menu to select from weeks prior to the virtual dinner. I saw some white people food, but I was like, nah, I do not enjoy disappointment, so I'm just going to select what I know Nigerians can prepare and prepare well, and it came out great. So clearly, I don't think I'm allowed to wear this or dress like this, so I'm just going to go through and see what we have, okay? So this is what I picked out. I love the crop top. I got it as a PR actually from a brand, Shushi brand. Shout out to you guys. For Valentine gift. I haven't worn it ever because coronavirus came out, and I really enjoyed this. Like, look at me go. I look incredible. Those pants are from Unorthodox. They are going to be coming back inshallah in July, and you guys should go and follow Unorthodox on Instagram. And they're amazing. They're going to come out in different other colors. Now that I've finished giving them the shout out, let me move on to tell you. I actually asked the YouTube people if I could wear my regular sweatpants and the things that I've been wearing every day, like the 3 shirts that I've been rotating since the last 3 months. So they said, no, we are sorry, Sadia, but we prefer for you to look cute. I was like, well, you've left me no choice but to stress myself. So I was now showing you whether to pick that or that. And then my shoes, I actually wore shoes. I was so excited. Then I went to the makeup section of the room, and I decided to start off by putting on chaphead, then some you gotta put some moisturizer to moisturize your face and look cute as you do so. It's very important that you put moringa oil on your hands. They leave your hands very soft. This is just a me tip. I don't think you have to do that. I continued to dance as I listened to the music because I was very excited about this dinner. And mascara, because this is the only makeup that I actually do. I'm such a lazy person. I enjoy that. So I decided I couldn't lift that up, and then I'm going to put on my pearl earrings that I always put on for everything. Literally, I continued to dance because I'm such a good singer and dancer. At this point, we still didn't have electricity, but my mom did me a solid because I told her I was going to do a virtual dinner with YouTube. She had the name YouTube, and then she turned in the gen. If it was just me, she wouldn't. I was now going to put on my amazing lip gloss, which is actually the Vaseline lip therapy. Yes. So yeah, I continued to dance as I do my little makeup, and because it's just so important, and my mom actually did me a solid. So now I looked into my camera because my face is done. I finished my makeup and I looked cute as a button, and yeah. So at this rate, I actually believe there was a music video because I haven't seen myself look this good in a while. So I actually like it. Now I decided I don't want to be clean up. This is what I do using the 2 minute rule. Anything that takes 2 minutes to do, I do a write up so that it wouldn't attract clutter. So I was putting away my overalls and everything, and also still believing I was in the music video. I wasn't. Then I proceeded to put in my food because it was almost, I think it was 8 or 6 o'clock. I think 6 o'clock, that was when dinner started. I was putting my meat up, and I was going to meet a lot of creators, and I wasn't wrong. They were all pretty incredible. We started off by introducing ourselves and then playing games. I did win some. I win one. You don't know if you won that one, but the first one that we did, I didn't win. I was taking a lot of meat eating it. I think that contributed to a lot of failure on my part. So I want to blame entirely the failure on this meat and the Chapman. It was just incredibly good. So.
How can you plan to travel for a short while and then stay for so long? Whether I Lagos now, I'm just waiting for it to cool down a little bit so that I can come and join. So South African weather is putting dollars inside your account.
The feeling was ecstatic. I think if there's anything more than ecstatic, that was what I was feeling, because all the creators that I've admired for so long were all together in one place, and it was just like I have this opportunity to be with these people. I took a short break because I really needed to breathe. My mom came and she made me laugh. I was happy about that. I relaxed, and then I went back to the call. It was incredible. They were all like, we were all doing banters. Like it felt as though I've known them for so long. But then I decided I need a good cup of coffee to get me through this. A Chapman is all right, but I mean, I'm not a Chapman type of person. So I showed my true self. Went on ahead to get myself a really good cup of coffee and took it. I then decided to use my laptop because I needed to use my phone to make a few calls and texts because this has gone on for too long, right? Afterwards, I returned to using my screen. So this was my second break. Keep in mind, we've started this dinner by 6, and I definitely needed some form of break interval. We're still not done. This was around, I think, 11 or so. We were still not done. At which point, I decided showing my true colors would be the only way to go. So I changed into my tea and Damkwali. We were laughing so hard and just hanging out. I really wish this was very in person or virtually, because all of them were just so incredible. At this rate, we were just, I think, 7. They were giving me a lot of advice on how to go about YouTube and life. In fact, it was just fantastic, to be honest. It was also the best thing to happen to me since my favorite characters gave birth to babies this year. Good morning, guys. So today is big news for me. Oh my God. I woke up without an alarm by 8 a.m. dot that I wanted to wake up. I set my alarm for 8:20 just in case. Do you understand? So of course I went on ahead to give myself a lot of congratulatory applauses. I went on Instagram. I told them I woke up by 8. I was just very excited. I called my mom. I told her I was very happy. I wrote it down on my journal. I noted it. I almost framed it. I did not, thank God. So I also monetized. First off, I have been on YouTube for some time, but I have never been monetized. This is something that you probably don't know. But I got monetized in a span of 3 months by being, number one, consistent, and I want to say ultimately myself. So yeah, the thing is, when I was starting off YouTube, I was like, I definitely did a lot of research, and what I saw is that a lot of Nigerian YouTubers were just like, being themselves. I've never seen anybody with my form of personality, my ultimate weirdness, or how I've constantly been described growing up. Oh, you're weird. Can't you tame it down a little bit? So I decided to, let me just try and I have been myself always, but I tried to like tame it down. Whilst taming it down, then YouTube became not as freeing. Do you understand? Because I wasn't being the goofiest, the person that I am, the person that I love. I was taming it down a little bit, and that affected my consistency a lot of it. And so this quarantine, what it has done is that I decided to not do that. I decided to be the person that I decided to be as goofy and as raw. I decided to document the process, and that somehow just skyrocketed my views, and it just has been amazing. I want to tell you, this is very important to me, and I hope that you get the courage to be who you are ultimately without any taming of anything and be ultimately free. Now I'm just looking to my grandma because I'm just an amazing person, an amazing granddaughter, and she was asking me about husband. I said I don't have, and she is just like, unhappy about it, and she wants my burgers from my cafe sent to her. She said, considering I'm always posting on WhatsApp, I should find a way to send it to her also. So thank you so much. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe.